guys, Cruel Blonde Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Aaron.
And we're back with Superman and Lois. And I can confidently say Superman and Lois.
Because they're both alive.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, yes. And he did wear the suit. But he did do a hero moment, so I will say he's Superman, not just Clark.
He was, we did have him, like, weakened, or the heart maybe isn't able to keep up with him so much.
Yeah.
We had at least the fall when he was flying.
Yeah, he was racing his boy, pushed too hard, and then crumbled. Have you done that with your sons? Has your body failed you while in a competition of men strength?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe soon. I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see. All right. Well, what else did we have, Aaron? We also had.
We have Jordan struggling with being a hero or not. Jon has been pressing forward and kind of taking some hero positions, but he has less experience, while Jordan has experience but less confidence.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. They both have their strengths. Jordan's kind of went into that thing where he was like, I'm trying to like make myself popular or feel good by using my power secretly, but I think he realizes now he doesn't really have anything other than that. Yeah. You know, and I feel for him, but I also keep like yelling at him. Yeah. I don't want to yell at him, but
no, I mean, well, I wanted to yell at him because he was like, oh no, I'm gonna take a break. Yeah. And I was like, why? And then he's like, here, take these goggles and stuff. I'm like, no, break them in half. Both you wear them. But I don't think we're gonna get that.
I don't. Don't break Grandpa's goggles.
Maybe new costumes. Maybe just don't wear the goggles. We'll get whole new costumes.
I foresee that happening.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, especially if Clark dies again.
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah, I
want him to retire happy.
There's still a big old monster out there.
There's still a big old monster out there.
And Lex Luthor looking for his daughter.
Yeah, and he's just the most badass Lex of all of them. So, scared, but excited.
17 years ago, what?
I like Couldn't do it yourself, so you had the sheriff serve me these?
Yes, hair Lex.
Milton's looking into a fix for that.
Tell him he has until the end of the week.
Jeez.
I'm headed back to Smallville.
To find a person just
tonight for what?
Somewhere?
To take care of this.
The Daily Planet posted that? Damn it, Janet!
Janet Olsen.
Damn it, Janet!
That's a satisfying thing to hear. Is it satisfying to say?
Yeah.
Damn it, Janet.
Damn it, Janet.
The DOD can't help. Lieutenant Jones went AWOL after shooting my dad, and without him, they have zero evidence tying Luthor to my father's death, not to mention yours.
Yeah.
I know this is gonna sound a little crazy, but what if we just talk to him?
Talk to Luthor.
Yeah, like face to face.
And say what? Let's call it even? He killed my father. He killed you and so many others. Talking to that psychopath is a waste of time.
I'm just saying.
It's hard to get around the killing of your father.
I don't know, maybe it's like my mom used to say, sometimes the only way to reach someone is through their heart, so.
That's what the other guy does. The other Superman does that.
He does. You gotta relate with him. Shave your head.
Witness relocation. Does she have information on Elizabeth?
Total jackpot.
Shit. Total jackpot. Oh shit! Total jackpot.
Dude, fireworks.
Are you sure? Look, I was there the night that thing came, and I saw what happened.
You mean to Superman?
Should you move out of the way and let them back up?
Yeah, to your dad.
What? No. Denise.
No, it's okay. I'm not gonna like say anything. It's just
She was there.
Yeah, I'm really glad that he's okay.
Yo, come on. Let's go.
I like the quiet people of Smallville.
Anyways, I will see you guys.
They could sell that secret for a lot of money, you know?
After multiple sources confirmed,
it's kind of like that one guy who talked to Lana.
Flying to and from the Mall of Metropolis. Speculation about
What's up, Lex?
Let's talk. You gotta be nice, Clark. You gotta, hey, what's up? How you doing?
Reach his heart.
You driving?
Is Clark going for a redemption story for Lex Luthor?
I don't know. He could like trip and just like cave in his chest, you know? Oh, I don't know what happened. But all my
damn rug in the street.
All my worries are gone.
What happened to your daughter? Having her father taken away? Should never happen to anyone.
And on that we agree.
But it doesn't justify what you're doing. Going after us won't give you that time back with her.
It also seems like your family was destroyed before this.
Yeah.
I want to discuss Elizabeth.
As you know, my client intends to move back to London.
Elizabeth is staying in Metropolis.
Over my dead body.
She's lived here her entire life. I am not letting you take her to some other country.
It's England.
She's my daughter.
Who I don't want exposed to this life anymore. Accusations. Constantly being trailed by the feds. It is no way to live. Best thing for her is to be as far away from you as possible.
I have given her everything.
First time we've seen her.
We're not done here.
He had a fanny pack, he'd look like The Rock.
It's the only thing that make him more badass.
Getting out there. It's only Denise.
So
and
far.
Chuck Harding.
Yeah.
And Chuck. We love Chuck. Chuck.
And it's not like the Daily Planet knows or anything. Probably best.
It's not like the Daily Planet knows or anything.
Candice's bus is almost here. Mom? Yeah, she should be pulling up any
Did
second.
it ring? Is that what that sound was?
That's all it's been the entire time.
Did it
They've never answered the phone.
a ringtone?
You're leaving me? Dad's busy and you wanted time away from the whole hero thing, so yeah. Just take Candice back to the house and I'll be home as soon as possible.
Hey, can you pick up my girlfriend?
Hands at 10 and 2 and use your turn signal.
Did she pull up and watch him run away? You know?
I had to help my mom with this big story.
John's helping her at the paper now?
Yeah, has that reporter's DNA in his blood.
He never mentioned that before.
Weird. That's all your stuff?
Oh,
Weird.
Okay.
I love that. It's like a, well, now that's what it
He needs
is.
to immediately text what he just lied, or else he's gonna.
Wait, are you driving now?
Get into.
We'll see. Dude, what is this place?
England?
Oh, we went to go find Elizabeth.
Do you remember who plays
That's
Elizabeth?
what.
Stay here.
Elizabeth?
We haven't seen her yet.
Elizabeth!
Hey! I'm so happy! I've missed you!
Where's General Lane?
He's dead. His head was crushed and his heart is in Superman.
He found out. You're pregnant. I have 2 boys. They're 16. They mean everything to me. All I want to do is keep them safe. I don't know how you expect me to help. If you could just talk to him. You are the one
don't get
person
this
in
lady
the world
killed.
he cares about.
He was gonna kill his daughter?
It's Luther, man. You don't know what he's like when his hair is off. You know you can do anything.
You peel your hair out.
He used to walk me to school almost every day, even the day he was
arrested.
I was wrong about Boss Moxie.
But you weren't wrong about him being a criminal, were you?
No.
Miss Lane, please.
If there were any other way, I wouldn't be here. But if you don't talk to him soon, he is going to do something terrible to my family.
The whole thing is like, you got me arrested for something I didn't do. Yeah, but you did a bunch of other shit. Buddy, you didn't catch me for that stuff. You know, like that's.
I know.
It's like you did so much bad.
No, he's kind of a little bitch.
Lex Luthor's gonna be a grandfather.
I know. But Clark, we are running out of options. Maybe it's time for you to go to the fortress.
I'm not gonna leave you and the boys.
You might have to. That thing killed you. We can't go through that again. I cannot go through that again.
And what if Luthor sends it after you instead?
He would have done that already.
Just hide.
Luthor doesn't know what the
Sweetheart,
fortress
you are
is, right?
nowhere near ready.
Can that thing listen for him?
What is now? But it used to be me on that other world before Luthor got to it.
Do you think your mom can help?
He tricking him to go to the fortress anyway.
Look, the rest of the day, it's you and me. No more distractions.
We will be right there.
Distraction.
I need to take him.
Candice, I know you came all this way to see Jonathan, but I need his help again. Does this have something to do with the shelter?
Yes.
Jordan will explain. We have to go.
Poor Jordan, man.
That's mean, but that's funny.
This won't take long. I promise.
He's eating cereal.
Jordan will explain.
Can you really explain that?
I gotta finish.
I killed it.
I gotta finish my cereal.
Walk me through what happened. And
Be
we
nice
shall
to-
search for a way.
Give him a hug.
Yeah.
Milk. Word for Ernest.
Milk.
Milk.
You're right.
Let us see where things went wrong.
Ah, VR.
They got VR in the fortress?
Whoa.
Go.
Gotta relive this.
Cal.
Can't beat it.
We can walk through it again.
It'll end the same way.
Do not give up hope, my son.
I have to tell Lois.
Yes.
Milton found Elizabeth.
Where was she?
It's not so much where she was, but who she was with.
She died.
Where's my daughter?
We were just about to head over.
She here?
Damn.
Hey,
She's
Dad.
a brave girl. She came.
Okay. Well, what now?
Dinner.
Lil, all I want is a chance to be your dad again. That's all I'm asking.
Firework time.
So there's some sort of puppy adoption conspiracy,
Yeah, exactly.
and you're investigating it with your mom?
Black market puppies are big news. Right, and we're not supposed to talk about the story.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Why can't you talk about it?
Go!
Look who decided to show up.
Black
Market puppies, man.
puppies.
It's a spree. A crime spree.
Candice.
No, just stop it, okay? Stop lying.
She's gonna think it's someone else.
If you didn't want me to come here, you should have just told me.
This is like 4 seasons of Smallville in one episode.
Here more than anything.
Then tell me what's really going on, or I'm leaving.
Maybe take her.
Go to a field so you can float.
Take her.
Heard you went to medical school.
Graduated top of my class.
Yeah.
No.
I know the father
Right.
is. I know it.
You had your PIs following me.
I don't think we're gonna have Fitzsimmons in this, Eric.
He's a doctor.
No, we're not gonna have Fitz and Simmons. That's the only thing gonna happen.
Something's happening.
She's leaving. I'll talk to her.
Talking didn't work, Clark. He's gonna send that thing.
I will fix this.
Grandpa's ELT. And Granddad was here.
No, but Luther was, and my guess is he used that to call his new pet.
What? What are you gonna do, Lois?
Yeah, what's
Just don't do that. If it calls the pet,
Look, I also lost my dad when I was young. Just a few years older than you were. There's not a day that goes by that I don't miss him.
I'm betting your father was nothing like mine. Mine's a monster.
Look, I think losing you changed something in him.
Don't put this on me. It's not my job to fix him.
No, not at all. It's just you lost something too. And if you don't at least try to get it back, I think you'll regret it.
Dang it, Clark. You're always trying to save everybody, even Lex Luthor.
said, are you gonna try to redeem him?
I can't talk about. Look, I'm not trying to hide anything.
But I am.
I'm done. Does Sarah know?
I should probably go talk to my brother.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, yo, don't tell anybody. I'm waiting for her to tell somebody.
I know.
She's gonna go tell Candice.
No, I trust her. Denise.
Being in Strikers, the hardest part wasn't being locked up. It was wondering if you needed me.
I did.
I should have been there to take care of you.
Damn Lois Lane.
Let me be there now.
Hope this is all real. There's some evil ulterior motive. Like he needs a kidney. You know?
Yeah. No, dude. Fucking lost. Jesus.
Oh, what is she? Is she gonna summon that thing?
Okay.
Maybe she's gonna
try to talk with the Superman from the other world, right?
It's a Superman.
He came in looking for Lois.
It's a Clark.
Seal! What was it?
Yeah.
This has to work. All right.
That's a bad idea.
Well, I mean, this thing will think it's Luthor, so it won't come in guns blazing, right?
Maybe.
That's Granddad's ELT. It must be Mom. You should go. Don't worry. I'll take care of Candice.
Oh, John. You shouldn't go. But you turn on the ELT. What'd you think was gonna happen, Lois? Oh, no. He's gonna show up and fight John.
No, baby, you have to leave.
What's going on?
You have to leave right now.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Hey.
Oh, Lois, what are you thinking?
I don't know if she thought that one through.
You know me.
The other Clark, right?
What's happening?
I was right.
All right.
I haven't been to Metropolis much yet.
You've been here?
Yeah.
That's right.
In this town?
Yeah. Why? I'm terrorizing a family with two 16-year-old boys.
Because of Lois Lane?
Yeah. I crushed their father's heart in front of their crying son's face. But I've changed.
You're trying to destroy her family.
He's just...
Lois Lane took 17 years of my life.
Which you could never get back.
There has to be a price!
You did bad shit.
Not if you want to be in my life. Or your grandsons.
Be with us or revenge on
Yeah,
Lois?
what do you want, dude?
Choose me.
Yeah, over Lois.
Don't do this, Elizabeth.
Oh, dude, you're such a weak bitch.
He's not holding her vengeance that much?
To pay.
Oh my goodness. Come on, Lex. Why do I expect better out of this bad guy? Alright, I'm glad she called Doomsday. I hope he walks out and he gets stomped in front of his daughter. No, I don't want that. I feel bad for her.
I won't expose my son to this kind of hatred. So stay out of my life. Forever.
You have a chance to be with her like you wanted. And you're giving it up so that you can get vengeance on the time you did lose. So now you're losing more time. You're losing all the time instead of getting some of the time.
Yep. Yep. How was that? Guy back there.
Change your mind. You better change your mind.
I'll take what was ready to go.
Go get a fanny pack.
You have a great day.
The concert's right after last period. Doors open at 4.
I'll be there.
You're under arrest.
I will never forget this.
How'd it go? What? On the phone.
Hey, I don't know where the thing went.
You think he's gonna tell her?
I don't know, maybe. Or someone told him?
Hey, I'm happy to take.
Ooh. Someone talked to her.
Jordan told me everything.
Can you narrow down
What did Jordan say?
everything?
About your dad and who he really is.
Really? Like really?
That everything.
About everything.
Right.
You know, you're lucky to have such a sweet brother.
He's okay.
Fire the hole!
Man, these kids bought these fireworks.
Yeah, what's wrong? What?
I'm an adult and I can get like smoke bombs and sparklers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You gotta look about you. I wouldn't sell you those.
What?
This guy's gonna blow shit up in the parking lot. I ain't selling it to him.
That's Calvin.
It is Calvin. And he would.
We have to get the boys and go to the fortress.
Nah.
Sit down and watch the fireworks with me.
I have a pet. He's in the barn.
We don't have to worry about that thing anymore.
What'd you do?
I realized we were trying to get through to the wrong heart.
Hey, that thing's gone.
On your world, you were married. On your world, you had a family. I know you lost that family. And I know how much that hurt.
I love this solution, dude.
Whoa. Is that it? Flying away? Look at that. Where's he going? Alright.
Lois Lane took another of my creations.
I really thought some of that Doomsday thing was gonna go bad, but I mean, I don't
Lois
know
Lane.
what's gonna happen. Like, where'd he go? He's like, I'm gonna go to Krypton. Like, he was just flying away.
When you said the thing about like I got a dude in the barn, like,
Yeah.
I 100% believed you. I thought that would have been so funny. It's like he's like
eating a cow.
What do they have on their farm? They don't have livestock.
Corn, right?
And it's pretty much just.
It always looks like corn or wheat or something all around the farm all the time.
You see them with hay a lot too, but what are they gathering hay for? Maybe they sell the hay to other people that have cattle. Sorry, I got bogged down in nothing. Where does Doomsday go? Well, I mean, he seems like he has a lot of protein needs, so he could go hunt, like in the wild, maybe.
Yeah.
We could give him the key to the fortress.
As long as his hunting in the wild isn't just like people.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He does seem to eat food raw. I don't think he was cooking there. Maybe he's just like desperately hungry because no one knows what to feed him. Maybe they should have gotten a lasagna to go and see if he would eat that.
Lasagna?
Yeah.
It's just like, he just likes red.
Yeah, he might just like red, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's like, does he just fly away? I figure he comes back, right? Like, I feel like it's a loose end if he just, all right, bye. He just flies away.
I don't think Lex Luthor will let this stand. I don't think that he's going to be like, you know what, it chose not to, because his own daughter does that and he doesn't care.
I hate that his whole like thing was like, General Lane, I want my daughter. Lois, I want my daughter.
Yeah.
Milton, look for my daughter. We found my daughter. I'm gonna talk to her.
Yeah.
And then she gets to the point where she's like, oh yeah, here's what, my grandson, you want to be in his life? You want to be in my life? Yes, I do. But first, I have to get vengeance on Lois for these 17 years.
Yeah. Well,
and it's like you could have, I don't know, let's just say 30 years. You could have 30 years with her and your grandson now versus not having him at all so that you can get vengeance on the 17 years you've lost.
Because he's motivated by his own ego. He revealed himself with one of the lines where he's like, you were the best part of my life. Not, I want you to do everything that you want to do, and I want to support you, and I want to be your father. Like, a father doesn't, like, take things from you. A father gives things to you. And, like, he wants to take that back for his life, not for hers.
I guess so.
It's just all ego, man.
I mean, the best part of my life, like, that's still, I don't know. I don't think it's, I get what you're saying, but I also think, like, that would be a common way of saying, like, you were the best part of my life, was, like,
I understand.
I had this daughter, like, he even was like, I wasn't ready to be a dad, but, like, you were the best part of my life. Like, that's, like, I get that. That could also go into, like, I miss you being in my life and I want to have that.
I think within context, I think it is what I'm pushing with that.
I mean, maybe.
I can take it out. I think if you take it out of that context, that makes, and I probably agree with you more than what I'm saying, but I'm just saying, like, I think that reveals something about him. Not that he was purposely saying it that way to show that it's egotistical. I think it was more of a, and it could just be a writing thing, but it could be more of like, if someone did that in real life, I might call that out, you know, be like, as a slip of the tongue. There's your motivation. It's just about you. It isn't about them. But I've really, I thought that Elizabeth, what's her name, the actress?
Elizabeth.
Yeah, I can't remember her last name right now.
Henstridge.
I thought she did a great job. Like, coming in here for this one episode, and I don't know if she'll do it anymore or not, but just as that performance, I really bought it. She showed, like, fear and bravery and, like, all these other things that...
Well, and it felt like she wanted to have a connection with her dad.
Yeah,
like,
I mean...
She did, like, she looked back and was like, you always drop me off, and, like, she wanted, back when she was 14, to stay with her dad. Just because of, like, the relationship she had with him.
I mean, but people that have worse dads than Luther want to have a relationship with their dads, you know?
Worse dads than Luther?
No. At least he cares.
You know what you said. You just said he didn't.
Well, I mean...
he cares for him.
He cares for him. I'm not saying that he doesn't care for her at all. He's just prioritizing things over her while also claiming he's not.
But that seemed to be the whole thing before, right?
Yeah.
And that's what the mom was saying, too, where it's like the feelings that she has trying to get a scrap of love from him. Yeah. Like, he doesn't
Yeah, he didn't listen to that part. He only is listening to the part where it's like, okay, Lois Lane is accusing me of all these things. Now I have people, FBI and journalists and people hounding me, and he's saying that's all Lois Lane's fault. She's blaming me for things that I didn't do. And then that's like this is my final step in getting a divorce. So he's just looking at the final step and being like, that's the problem. If it wasn't for that one piece of straw, the camel would never have broken its back.
For sure.
You know?
Elizabeth talks about, like, that happening. He's like, well, it's Lois that did it. It's like, she's not the only one who thinks that you're bad.
Yeah,
like,
what about all the other straws?
There's been other people who also think that you're a monster. It's not just like I'm walking around and Lois like, oh, you're a Luther? Oh, you're bad, aren't you?
Yeah.
Like, if she moved to England
yeah,
and still had that, you know, like, there's a lot of people that are seeing things that he does or what his company does or whatever and being like, well, that's a bad guy.
Yeah. Yep.
But it sucks because I was rooting on Luther. Like, man,
no,
can we
too.
get a redemption here? Is, like, Clark right where it's like we could maybe reach the heart, talk to him and his daughter, maybe reconcile this, and we can move past this point here. Maybe everyone's for the better, but Lex just wants to hold on to that anger and the vengeance, and because he lost time, there has to be a price to pay.
I know.
And it can't be the fact that he already killed her dad.
I know. I know, dude.
You know?
Jesus. It's so awesome Lois Lane did in this episode what Luther hasn't been able to do for 2 decades, which is, like, look at someone who's harmed you and be like, I will help. Or I forgive you. Like, this isn't your... Like, she, you know, Doomsday killed her father, but she knows that wasn't him.
Sure.
She knows that this is a hurt person. And Luther's a hurt person, too. Like, I related with him about everything up until he said, my vengeance is more important than your love.
Well, I mean, even the... was it Clark? I don't know. Someone, I think, said to him where it's like, you know, doing all this won't bring those 17 years back. You don't get those 17 years back with your daughter.
Yeah, which is why he's like... Then there must be a price with that then. I won't get any... I'm not going to give that away. I need to get paid for it. Like, I paid for something. I just... Man, it's just... It sucks. Because seeing his backstory, you know, his mom, his dad...
Sure.
You know, they said they had a brother in there too, right? But we don't know what happened to him.
Did they say about a brother?
I thought they said something about a brother, but I might be wrong.
I don't remember a brother.
Either way, like, that sucks, but... He doesn't have, I mean, it's not his fault. He doesn't have a role model or a sense of power that also has compassion and understanding, right? Like, a lot of people's understanding of power is dominating others and beating them in competition. But there's a certain amount of power and forgiveness and loving those who don't deserve it yet, or something like that. And Superman can show that, but Luther just, maybe because he's xenophobic or just full of hate, like, he doesn't see it.
Well, it's I think it's like what he was saying when he was talking to her about his past with his mom and everything. And it's like he moved out and it was about survival.
Yeah.
So everything's about survival. So even whenever you're wronged by someone, in order for the survival thing, you need to be on top. So if someone beat you, you have to be able to beat them to prove that you are stronger, thus you will survive more, right? I think it's kind of along those lines of it.
Yeah.
But for Clark, he didn't live in that. He lived in a different environment with his parents.
Yeah.
Still, like, lost his dad and everything, too, like Elizabeth that he talked about. But it was all in a different, more caring environment versus...
Yeah, he was raised with love.
Versus having to live in a survival aspect of everything. And I think that's just been what he does. Is like he's like, I have to survive and I have to be better. I have to be like more like the alpha. Like it's like being in the wild, and it's like, well, if this dog isn't the alpha, if he's a runt, like he's more likely to die. So he has to make sure he's better than all the other pack of wolves.
That's 100% true. Except that humans don't have alphas. Those are wolves. We're primates. Go to a biology class, Luther.
Congo had lead gorillas, didn't they?
The movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot about the Congo.
And Tarzan.
Shit, man.
Had Kerchak.
You're right.
That was a lead alpha gorilla dude.
Yeah.
Right?
Those biologists should go watch those movies and then come back with there's no such thing as a human alpha.
See?
Yeah.
I don't know. But no, I mean, the episode was really good. This one didn't hit me emotionally like the last 4 episodes have.
I don't think I could take it if it did.
So there's like a little bit of a breather, I feel like, on that side of things. But we still had the Candice learning, I guess, of everything. I keep trying to think, because like as they said it, they didn't say like all the words.
Yeah.
So I'm like, is there any chance that like, you know, it's like misunderstood just a little bit. It's like, he told me everything, but you and Jordan,
I didn't know that your dad used to be a dog catcher, and that's why they're so like
you're so into this
puppy thing. Like, I didn't understand. Jordan told me everything.
Yeah, like I'm just like, is there just a slight like, did Jordan tell everything, or what?
Without them actually doing anything like that in the episode, I'm going to assume that
I have to, But the whole time they were doing, I'm like, is it right? He's like, oh yeah, man, oh, I'm glad you know my dad's Superman. It's like, Superman. You know, like, okay.
And you know, when she heard it, she'd have been like, oh, well, that makes sense. Okay, yeah, that's good. But I don't want to be pessimistic. Like, it's a teenage relationship. Like, chances are they're not going to stick around. Now there's someone out there that has the secret. Yeah, I watched too much Smallville.
Yeah, you did. Mm-hmm. You did watch too much Smallville.
I watched enough Smallville.
Too much.
I watched enough to make me skeptical.
But I mean, you already have other people that know in the town.
Yeah, you do. Chuck and Denise.
Like, they're already aware of it.
You were down there.
That's not... Down there what?
You were down there. You were like, she's going to tell everybody. She's going to squeal. We better silence her. I heard you.
I don't think I said any of those.
No, you wrote down your notes.
I didn't.
Silence Denise.
All I wrote was Denise knows and sorry about Clark, which I thought was really nice.
Yeah, that was nice.
I thought it was like those other kids were talking, and she had like that reaction, and I was like, what is that about? And then like she went through that, and I'm like, well, this is I'm glad that it's like the Smallville community, and there's enough like respect towards like Superman, where it's like I'm sorry for that, and I understand why you would keep the secret. And then like her watching there is like, that must be such a hard secret to keep, like it must. And I'm like, damn, is she gonna blow it too, or will she be able to keep it? Like, will that other guy, Chuck or whatever, be able to keep it? Like, will they? Or better yet, you come to a point where it's like, you know what? The whole town knows, but the whole town isn't telling anyone else.
Yeah.
And we're going to run Lex Luthor out of the town.
Yeah.
You know, like, Smallville all knows who Superman is, but no one else. They're not telling anyone outside of town.
I feel like a smart move with someone like Denise is to be like, hey, like, you know, and then tell everybody else that knows. That way, like, if you need to talk and vent, go talk with them.
Yeah, you can talk to the mayor.
And what happens with secrets is people go, all right, hey, don't tell anyone I told you, but, and then now they've created that level of trust. But everyone will betray that trust, and everybody will know. I know how small towns work.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have that whole small town know, and the whole small town can talk. And whenever any outsiders come in, like, no one tells anybody.
That is right. They would do that.
And it's like a small town secret.
Yeah.
But like they would protect their own and be like, we got Superman. He's here. He's small town, Smallville, you know, grown and well, maybe not grown because he's from Krypton, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
They would take pride in that.
I think so.
Like, he's around there to help all the time. Though he I don't know. Did he bring trouble to Smallville? Like, because of him here, is that why all this shit has happened over 4 seasons?
Well, yeah. But he's also saved the world many times, which Smallville is a part of. So,
I don't know. Like, maybe the Bizarro Superman coming through and the, I mean, that might have been because he lived
all
here.
All the Kryptonians taking bodies of the people of Smallville.
Yeah, all that, like, that might not be because of him. I don't know. Maybe
no, that's kind of why. I mean, because he lives here, they were around.
But yeah, I don't know. I'm wondering if we get to the end of this season and it's not so much it's a secret, but it's like his secret's out and we, protect him for it kind of thing or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
it's just that thing where it's like, well, now it's like the Spider-Man where it's like the people that know my secret are in more danger because of the connection with me to them. They can use it as leverage. Yeah, but now you have two sons that are superheroes,
And you want that moment, Spider-Man 2, when everybody on the train and Joey Diaz is like, he's just a kid.
Yeah, but that's Smallville.
Yeah.
And it's Lex Luthor there, and all of Smallville walks into the street.
Yeah.
And then Doomsday lands and looks at Lex.
Uh-huh.
And then, I don't know, Lex runs away.
Chuck comes out, punches him in the face,
Yeah.
I love Chuck.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm curious to see where we go with here, because if Doomsday's kind of off the board in some way, what else does Lex have against any of them? Especially since here's two boys that are superheroes, and here's Clark, who's a superhero, and then there's Lois, but she's protected by 3 Kryptonian half-men.
Kryptonian half-men. I think that's the sensitive way of putting it. I'm starting to, I know I'm petty and I know that I shouldn't do this and stuff, but I'm starting to get annoyed again at the sound of, it's the same thing that happened in The Flash. Whenever, what was her name? They could read minds. Cecile would she could hear thoughts. You know that sound? I hate it every time, and it's starting to do that with me when the boys hear something.
Is it because of the phone thing?
Yeah. I felt myself for the last 4 episodes, it's getting more and more annoyed, and for some reason in this episode when it happened, I was like, I didn't need that. If they just went, I hear something, I get it.
I wish they would. I think that what they should do, I don't know about the Cecile one necessarily for Flash, but with this one, they did this, and it's her bus is coming. It's why not just have them do this, and it's make a bus noise.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah, why is it a certain, one sound for all sounds?
Yeah, why don't they go like this, and it's Superman,
It really feels like a notification on your phone.
Yeah, well, whenever that happened, and then I didn't hear any sound on the phone, he's like, hello, Mom? And I was like, was that what that was? This whole time has been a ringtone? Oh, shit, hey, Mom, what's up? But I don't know, I think for this one...
why it bugs me so much?
The reading of minds or getting a sense of the emotions or, the empathy that she would sense from people, I feel like, whatever, you have a sound,
I know.
We know it's working. But they're literally listening.
They're hearing it.
Just have it give me, instead of doing, just make it whatever they're fucking hearing. Right? Do that.
I mean, I guess that thing specifically makes a noise. I don't know what noise it makes.
Yeah, the EL, ELF, ELM, EL, whatever.
I know that it makes things easier if it's the same sound. That way the audience can always be like, they're hearing something. I get it. But for some reason, it bugs me.
No, the ELT's fine, because that could just make a sound. That could be, it's like a dog whistle, right? If a dog would, that's the sound it makes. Mm-hmm. That's what you do with that ELT. But I think anything else, if it's there's an avalanche happening, make an avalanche sound, Yeah, it's what's he hear? It's there's an avalanche in the Himalayas, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It takes off.
Yeah, there's a cat in the tree, you hear wow, meow,
Yeah, it's a real upset cat.
It's a cat in distress.
Yeah, that's what that is.
It's a cat in distress.
I think that's the easier one, but I guess you need a lot of sound effects for that, and it's easier just to...
hire me. I'll do the sound effects. What sound effect you need? I'll do it.
I need a bus pulling up.
Well, first of all, they have the hydraulic. That's against the thing, and then crash! Help! See?
I just needed the bus to...
Oh, you gotta give me better direction.
We need a poll. All right, guys, so poll for this week. After watching this episode, would you want Lex Luthor to have any sort of redemption and have a reconnection with Elizabeth that he seems to be pulling away from? Or are you and you want to keep Lex Luthor as a villain so him and Clark can battle it out till the end of the season?
What would redeem him more than his daughter being like, Dad, please stop this. You'll have everything you want if you just don't do this.
Yeah,
I gotta be in.
Do you want that to happen where he's like, you know what, I give this up and I want to be with Elizabeth, my grandson?
Yeah. Or
do you want him to go steal John Irons' suit that was for the Lex Luthor in the other world and fight Clark Kent with a weakened heart?
That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what you want. If for some reason you don't, you can go to blindwave.com and check out that poll. And also, make sure you subscribe. Come back, because we're going to be checking out every episode of Superman Lois this season. If you didn't know that already, I don't know why you got to this point in the video to find out, but there you go.
Just subscribe,
Subscribe.